As we go to the table, I'm going to pick the dog up in the skate position so that I've got control of both ends as I pick the dog up and put it on the table. Minimum adjustments of the leg required. Okay, the hold that I'm using here around the head is basically your hand under the chin, so the chin rests on there, the fingers come up behind the ears, and you can lift the dog up and down. You've got full control of the front end. They can't really spin around or do anything or pull back too much from the judge. The back end, I've got 2 fingers between his legs. This one is used to flip the tail up, and the thumb on this side, which you can't see properly, is used to push the body away from you if he starts to lean in towards you. Okay, this is just showing where I've got my thumb. I know Button's big trick is to lean in towards you, away from the judge. By pushing here, you're stopping him from bending too far in while you've still got the hold on the back end. So I'm just pressing about there. Sometimes you have to apply quite a bit of pressure because I know he used to lean in quite a lot.
Show what happens when you take your hand off so the judge can look at the back end.
Oh, when you take your hand off, you can still leave your thumb here and just push. Just as long as your hands don't get in the way of what the judge is trying to do, you can still keep your thumb there. When the judge is finished, you can just slip your fingers back under there again. So the initial impression the judge gets is that. Keep that hold the whole time until the judge approaches to look at the dog's head. At that point you can take your hand off the front end, the judge is looking, you can still do this. Lift the dog up and down to keep him from pulling back too much or changing his position. And again, you've still got your thumb pressing in here to stop the dog leaning in towards you. When the judge has finished the head, it's important to put your hand back here so that he can't spin round and try and pull back from the judge when she goes down the back end. At that point, you can take your hand off the back so that your hand doesn't come in to interfere with what the judge is looking at. You can still keep your finger pressed here so the dog can't lean in towards you. Then once the judge has finished looking at the back end, you can put your hand back under there, do the quick flick of the tail up for the final judgment to look at the outline. The important thing here is to make sure you've always got control of the head here. If the dog's pulling back, you can continually do this to make him come forward. And if he's doing anything funny at the back end, turning away, you can continually lift up and down at the back end. The other really important thing with Buttons in particular is don't talk to him at all on the table. Anything you say that might be trying to reassure him is really just reinforcing any incorrect behaviour he might be doing at the time. So you're better to say absolutely nothing. When the judge is finished, if you want to pick him up, take him off and go, good boy, as you put him on the ground, that's fine, but don't say anything on the table. It becomes, all your movements should be businesslike, precise, no nonsense. And hopefully within a few shows he'll stop trying it on, because he's just trying it on, that's all it is. And he was definitely getting better before he left here, so there's no reason to think that he won't improve greatly over time.